Thank you very much for being here. Gracias por estar aquí. First, I want to make some announcements. The first announcement that we're making is that we are closing our summer camps. That is something that Miami-Dade County and Miami Beach has done. We had one child infected in Henderson Park, 2 children infected in Coral Gate Park, and one counselor infected in Shenandoah Park. So we're going to be closing all of our summer camps effective this week. We also are announcing today that we have beefed up our enforcement for mask violations. And so we're going to have 39 officers enforcing mask violations this week. That's going to consist of 20 NROs, which are our neighborhood resource officer, as well as the balance will be police officers. They're going to be working 7 days a week, and that's just going to be a mask detail. All they will do for the whole week is mask enforcement. The program that I've been working on with the state of Florida and Miami-Dade County for isolation, I want to give you an update on that. That's another announcement. If you need to be isolated, this is incredibly important. If you need to be isolated, the number to call is 305-614-1716. Let me repeat that. 305-614-1716. The criteria for isolation is if you have tested positive or if you have symptoms and have been tested. In other words, if you are symptomatic and have been tested, then you can call the number 305-614-1716 to be isolated. There are 400 beds available through the state of Florida. We're collaborating on this project with Miami-Dade County. And Miami-Dade County had previously 100 beds. They're also creating programs for first responders, which I think is fantastic, because we see that first responders and healthcare workers are one of the highest, if not the highest category of people getting infected. And that sort of brings me to my next point, which is information. We have conducted the state Department of Health has conducted over 1,000 surveys. The largest category of people getting sick is still the 18 to 34-year-olds with 30%. 32% of people are reporting getting sick in their house. 32% is the largest category. And 40% are reporting getting sick from a family member. And 72% are reporting that more than one person is sick. So folks, we must be extremely careful when we get home. If you are exposed, and you may not even know that you're exposed, when you're coming home, your family is in danger. Some have even argued that you should maintain the social distancing and the masks indoors, at home. And I would say if you have a vulnerable person, that you should consider it if they haven't been able to isolate. Our slope of increasing new cases per day is 62. That's about half of what it was at the peak, which was 125, which is good news. That's an indication of flattening. That's an indication that the curve is flattening. And our percent positive, the rate at which people test positive, is now declining at negative 0.216 per day. That is, a week from Friday, that was at 0.7, almost 1% positive per day increase, which is a very disturbing figure. And now it's negative, so that curve has also declined. Our hospitals have seen an increase over the last 14 days of 60% in non-ICU beds, but only 18% in ICU beds, and the 7-day census is better. For testing, if you need to get tested, please call 311, or if you live in the city of Miami, you can call 305-960-5050, 305-960-5050. We're going to have another business council meeting next Friday to continue to discuss these issues. There is no change for the moment on a stay-at-home order. That is something that we're continuing to contemplate, to discuss with our medical professionals and with other public officials, but there is no announcement on that today. And we're asking the elderly in our community to please stay home if you can. If you're 75 or older, you're the most at risk, please stay home. If you get sick, there's a chance that you can end up in the hospital, in ICU, on a ventilator, and then unfortunately, this disease can take your life. And so we're asking you to please stay home. Please be careful, particularly if you live in a multi-generational household. Please be extra careful.